Hello everyone, welcome to our Dharma family service. Let's begin with Sutra chanting of Juseige. Gagon chosegan hishimu jodo shigan fumanzok seifu joshogak gao munyoko fuidai seshu fusai shobingu seifu joshogak gashi jobutsudo myosho chojippo kukyo mishomon seifu joshogak ryokujin shonen joeshu bongyo shigumu jodo isho tenin shi jinniki endai ko fushomu saido shoujo sankumyo kosai shuyakuna kai chiegen meshi konmo am heisoku sho akudo tsudatsu zen shumon koso jo manzok iyo no jippo nichigatsu shujuki tenko onpugen ishu kai hozo koseku dokuho jodai shuchu seppo shishiku kuyo issai butsu gusoku shutoku hon ganne shitsujo man tokui sangai yo nyobutsu mugechi tsudatsu mifusho gangaku enik toshi saisho som shiganya koka daisen o kando koku shoten ni to uchin myoke Byodo seisai dohoten bodaishin ojo anako. Next, let's recite the three treasures. The three treasures. Hard is it to be born into human life, now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the Buddha Dharma, now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is there that we shall be freed from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of your way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves your supreme will. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in your life of harmony, in a spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through myriad ages of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda. Namanda. Okay, thank you everyone. I'd like to deliver the Dharma message now. These days we don't get to interact with that many people, and so, I'd like to, in my Dharma message, talk about something that's happened, and I was trying to think, I just haven't been around that many people to have an interaction to talk about. And then I remembered something really exciting from this last weekend. It was my birthday, yes. I had my birthday this past week, and so, we can't get together and can't have party really. So I wanted to share a couple of cakes from years past. One of them's from 6 years ago, right? And so you can try and calculate how old I am if you look at the pictures of the cakes. Also, Kismet's birthday this month. We don't know the exact date, but we think she was born in October. She's going to be 21. It's really unusual for a cat to get to that age. And so one thing she taught me, you can't assume anything. You think a 21-year-old cat's just going to sleep all the time. Not her. So I wanted to share this video. This is how active she is as a 21-year-old cat. I was kind of thinking, okay, it was my birthday. Have I learned anything? I've been alive half a century now. I gave it away, right? And so have I learned anything? And my answer is probably, I hope so. I've hopefully learned some things about life, and a kind of worldly life, everyday life. But what's really important is Buddhism, right? And what Buddhism teaches us about life. And so I was kind of thinking about that and reflecting on this AAA life that I talked about last week, and I want to kind of keep talking about for a while. The AAA life is from Reverend Dr. David Matsumoto, and it's ready: awareness, appreciation, and authenticity. Awareness, appreciation, authenticity. Now, awareness, right, is for me, thinking I definitely am more aware, I think, than I was like 30 years ago when I just encountered Buddhism for the first time. Aware of my feelings. Try to be aware, oh, wait, I'm angry right now, or I'm kind of upset right now, right? If we just get kind of stuck in that and we're upset without realizing it, then that's our whole world, right? But if you can, it's okay to be upset. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. But it can be good to realize it too, right? And then realizing it, you kind of realize, okay, it is okay to feel this way. But also when you realize it, then you're not as stuck in it maybe. Right, so that's kind of awareness or mindfulness, we might want to call it. Also, I think it's important, for me anyway, to be aware of my impact on others, the effect I'm having on others. And, that's not always easy to do either, but I think I'm better at that now. And, part of that is to try to be kind. Right? And I think that's a fundamental Buddhist teaching, this kindness or friendliness. Appreciation. I definitely think I have more appreciation than I did 30 years ago, even 10 years ago maybe, right? It's not that I'm great or anything, but definitely more than before. And thinking back now, I really wish that I had appreciated my parents more. They've been out of my life almost 20 years now. And so, well, still part of my life, but not physically, right? Not physically present. And so, I really wish that I'd learned more from them, been more open to trying to learn from them. Both of them were great cooks. And my dad, was good at electronics and everything. And but at the same time, they wanted to do it for me, right? I don't think they really, well, maybe they wanted to teach. I'm not sure, right? Some people don't want to teach. They just want to do it, right? And so maybe they were just happier doing it instead of trying to teach me. And I don't think I was always the best student either. That's definitely something I've learned about myself. I'm not a great student. And I'm not always so great at learning. So, thinking about appreciation, I do really wish that I'd appreciated my parents more. Authenticity. This one's interesting, right? What does authenticity mean? Authentic is something real, right? And so it's to be yourself, but that's harder than it sounds, I think. I don't think it's that easy to be yourself. What does that even mean? Who am I? Right? That's a basic Buddhist question. And that's something we learn our whole lives, I think, is who am I? Again, it's hard because we don't get to really interact with people that much day to day and everyday kind of stuff. But we do in one way, I think many of us, and that's the Zoom meetings, right? I do a lot of Zoom meetings. I teach my class by Zoom. We're starting services with Zoom. I think a lot of you are in school with Zoom and you have a lot of work meetings with Zoom. And so I was thinking about Zoom meetings. And I can be pretty goofy. I was kind of class clown when I was in high school. I figured out that it was fun to make people laugh, and I still like to do that. And so I'll tell jokes and kind of butt in sometimes in meetings. And then, that's me. That's me being me. So does being myself mean just do that? Because there's another part of me that realizes sometimes, maybe it's not as funny as I thought it was, right? Or wow, maybe I'm being kind of annoying, more annoying than funny. Right? And so, but that requires thinking about or recognizing how other people are feeling. Right? And so part of me too, when I realize that, I kind of tone it down a little bit, or I try to tone it down after doing that stuff. Right? And so I think they're both part of me. So the real me is both. Right? The real me wants to be funny and make people laugh. But the real me also doesn't want to upset anyone and doesn't want to, be a nuisance. So they're both me. Maybe that's why it's so hard to be authentic and to really be me, because I'm a lot of different things, right? Sometimes I think I'm pretty quiet, and I really have to push myself sometimes to be more actively engaged in conversation, or it's not easy. It's like a big part of me isn't good at conversation and isn't good at interaction and isn't good at asking questions. But another part of me is fine, right? And so authenticity, I think, isn't easy. But part of being authentic maybe is to realize these parts about myself and be okay with that. And Amida Buddha helps with that. Amida Buddha helps with all of these. Actually, if I'm able to have awareness, appreciation, and authenticity in my life, I think a big part of that is Amida Buddha and Buddhism, right? The wisdom and compassion of Amida and the teachings of Shakyamuni, they really, really have helped me be the person I am today. And half a century on, right? I think I've changed a lot, hopefully for the better in some parts, but I'm also me. Right? It's really, there's a core too that I think we can never perfect. That's something Shinran understood too. Right? So it's okay to be you. Amida Buddha accepts you as you are. Right? But being accepted like that too, I think we're transformed at the same time. Right? So I want to really, really thank you for joining us today and putting up with my birthday reflections. And why don't we conclude with Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda.